Whispers of the Savannah continued. Zubri's smile was rare, but when it appeared, it lit up his face like the first light of dawn. Yet, despite his strength and courage, Zubri was quiet, like the shadows under the trees. He spoke only when necessary, letting his actions speak louder than his words. The villagers often said Zubri's heart was as untamed as the savannah, and no woman could tame it. But Amoni had a way of seeing things others could not. She saw Zubri not as the fierce hunter, but as the boy who once chased fireflies under the moonlight. Chapter 2: The First Meeting. One evening, as the sun dipped low, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Zubri returned from a hunt with an injured leg. The leopard he had tracked had been cunning, and though Zubri won the battle, it left its mark. "Take him to Amoni," the elder of the village said. Amoni's hut was small but warm, filled with the scent of healing herbs and the sound of her soft humming. When Zubri entered, leaning on his spear for support, Amoni looked up and froze. She had heard tales of his bravery, but seeing him so close made her heart flutter. "You're hurt," she said, her voice gentle. "Sit down." Zubri hesitated. He was not used to showing weakness, but the pain in his leg forced him to obey. As Amoni worked, cleaning the wound and applying her herbal paste, Zubri watched her. She was focused, her brow furrowed in concentration. Her hands moved with skill, yet there was a tenderness in her touch that made him forget the pain. "Thank you," he said when she was done. Amoni smiled. "Even the strongest hunter needs care sometimes." Zubri chuckled, a low, rich sound that made Amoni's cheeks warm. From that day, something shifted between them. Chapter 3: The Growing Bond. Zubri began to visit Amoni more often, sometimes with a wound from a hunt, other times with a rare herb he thought might interest her. He claimed it was to repay her kindness, but the truth was, he enjoyed her company. Amoni, too, found herself looking forward to his visits. They talked about the stars, the animals, and the dreams they had as children. Amoni shared her wish to one day plant a garden so lush it would feed the whole village. Zubri confessed his desire to travel beyond the savannah, to see the great rivers and mountains he had only heard about in stories. One evening, as they sat outside her hut watching the moon rise, Amoni asked, "Why do you hunt, Zubri?" He looked at her, surprised by the question. "To feed the village. To protect it." "But what feeds you? What makes your heart full?" Zubri was silent.